Welcome to the lunar landing episode of the Rays Aerospace commemoration of the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11. In about 11 minutes, the Lunar Module with Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin will undock from the Command and Service Module, which still carries Michael Collins. Armstrong and Aldrin will perform a minor burn with their descent engine in about an hour and a half that will drop the side of their orbit that's over the landing location to as low as possible while still being clear of ground obstacles. That's called the Descent Orbit Insertion Burn, or DOI. After this burn, it is still possible for Collins to rendezvous and dock with them should a rescue be necessary. Then, about 2.5 hours into this video, the Lunar Module will ignite the descent engine again to begin the landing burn, which involves slowing down from an orbital velocity of 1,600 meters per second, or roughly 3,600 miles an hour, to 0. In total, the landing will take about 12 minutes. When it comes time to meet up with Collins and the Command Module again, Armstrong and Aldrin will use the Lunar Module ascent engine to speed up by the same velocity, a bit over 1,600 meters per second, to reach orbit. In the first video of this series, I said that I would use Kerbal Space Program for the exterior views and re-entry for the interiors, but unfortunately I haven't come to grips with how to land the Lunar Module in re-entry as quickly as I would have liked, so I'll have to rely on Kerbal Space Program for the interior for the landing view. That view will not be as accurate as it is in re-entry. Many of the instruments are made more conducive to piloting a vehicle in the context of Kerbal Space Program, but it is still a rough facsimile. The re-entry version is very accurate. At the top of my list in terms of things that I would like to have done better in this series is integrating re-entry's wonderful interior views, but I simply didn't have the time, unfortunately. During the landing, as has been true so far, I'm not going to do every single minor maneuver that the astronauts do. Most of these are to ensure good communications. However, the landing in the simulation from the descent orbit insertion point onward will be controlled by a program I wrote for the KOS scripting system used in Kerbal Space Program, so it will not be controlled manually. There will be differences in the way that the program runs the landing and the way the astronauts do. Anyway, with that caveat, let's listen into the first bit of conversation between the astronauts as they are preparing for separation of the LEM from the Command Module, which will occur in less than 9 minutes now.
How about using as an undocking time 100 hours and 12 minutes? That suit you fancy? That'll be fine. What you got for AOS, Mike? 100 hours and 16 minutes. Okay.
So if you didn't catch what Mike Collins said, he was just confirming that Armstrong and Aldrin were alright with an undocking time of 100 hours and 12 minutes. With the astronauts quite busy in this video, we'll have only a handful of historical mission interludes, and the first one of those is Gemini 7 and 6A. Gemini 7 launched on December 4th, 1965. In it, Frank Borman and Jim Lovell would seek to stay in orbit for 14 days, the longest spaceflight up to that point, and the longest expected duration for an Apollo lunar mission. This would not be a pleasant stay in space, because not only would the smell be incredible, but they didn't have any of the more interesting activities to do like EVAs or rendezvous because they had to conserve fuel. They did have some experiments to work on, but otherwise it was just a lot of reading time. They did become a rendezvous target though, rather than conducting one themselves. You see, the intended uncrewed target for Gemini 6's rendezvous blew up. So Gemini 6 got an altered mission, Gemini 6A, to launch after Gemini 7 and then close the distance between them. The crew of Gemini 6A, Wally Schirra and Tom Stafford, got within 1 foot of Gemini 7, which was enough to demonstrate that docking would have been possible if they had compatible docking ports. This was the first real rendezvous between two vessels in space and essential for the Apollo 11 mission, which would involve a similar rendezvous between the CSM and LEM after the landing on the moon. After a mission duration of 13 days and 18 hours, Borman and Lovell returned, having shown that astronauts could indeed survive for 2 weeks in space, even in an extremely cramped and stinky spacecraft.
just about a minute ago. You guys out there? Yeah, I think we're about ready. We're all set when you are, Mike. 10 seconds. Okay, there you go. See you later. See ya. Looks like you're good, Step. Looks good to me. Okay, I've killed my rate, Mike, so you drift out to the distance you like, and then stop your rate. Starting my yaw. You're sure a better visual than the simulator. I picked up a little roll, I'm going to get rid of it.
This is Apollo Control at 100 hours, 14 minutes. We're now less than 2 minutes from reacquiring the spacecraft on the 13th revolution. When next we hear from them, the Lunar Module should be undocked from the Command and Service Module. We're presently about 25 minutes away from the separation burn, which will be performed by Mike Collins in the Command Module to give the LEM and the CSM a separation distance at the descent orbit insertion maneuver of about 2 miles.
Okay, I'll wait for
We have
when
some
you're
times
ready,
on the upcoming
when you think you get
events.
your rate
The
killed perfectly.
separation maneuver is scheduled to occur at a ground elapsed time of 100 hours, 39 minutes, 50 seconds. The descent orbit insertion maneuver, which will be performed on the backside of the moon, set for 101 hours, 36 minutes, 14 seconds. And the beginning of the powered descent at 102 hours, 33 minutes, 4 seconds. We're now 55 seconds from reacquiring Apollo 11 on the 13th revolution. During this revolution, we will be doing the separation maneuver. We'll also be giving the crew on the lunar module a go, no-go for the descent orbit insertion maneuver. We'll stand by now to reacquire the spacecraft.
Okay.
have confirmation of acquisition of signal, we'll stand by for a call to the crew.
Looks like in the simulator you're drifting off to one side and down below a little bit. Yep.
Hello, Eagle Houston, we're standing by, over.
Yeah, looking good. I've seen 3 of them. The Mesa is not down, right? The Mesa is still up? Good.
Eagle Houston, we see you on the steerable, over.
Roger, Eagle, contact.
Roger, how does it look?
The Eagle has wings.
Roger.
Looking good.
Roger, Neil, we got if you'll give us poo and data, we got the loads for you.
Okay, you got it. Poo and data.
Roger, and let us know when you're ready to copy. We have a DOI pad and the PDI pad, over.
Check that tracking light, Mike. Take off. Okay, I'm ready to start my yaw maneuver if it suits you, Mike. Look like you're going to be able to see this without flying adjusters, Mike? Houston, the Eagle is ready to copy.
Roger, Eagle, coming at you with a DOI pad. 101 36 1407. Down 81 minus 00758 plus all balls plus 000 or 8 plus correction 00572 perigee plus 00085 00764 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, niner, 3, now 86, minus 0, 0, 7, 5, niner, plus all balls, plus 0, 0, 0, niner, 0. Rest of the pad is NA. Stand by when you read back. If you're ready to copy the PDI data, I have it for you. Over.
Go ahead.
Understand you're ready to copy the PDI data, Eagle. Over.
That's affirmative. Go ahead with the PDI.
Roger. PDI pad. TIG 102 33 04 36 0 niner 50 minus 0 0 0 21 182 287 0 0 0 plus 56 niner 1 niner. PDI abort, less than 10 minutes. 105 12 3000. PDI abort, greater than 10 minutes. 103 40 0000. 107 11 3000. No PDI plus 12. 102 44 2700. Now 81 plus 0 1 2 2 3 minus all balls plus 0 1 8 8 niner 0 1 5 2 0 plus 0 0 1 1 0 0 2 2 5 0. Burn time 0 4 6 0 0 0 1 niner 0 plus 0 1 1 8 7 plus all balls plus 0 1 niner 1 1 now 11 103 31 07 00 now 37 105 12 3000. Ready for your readbacks. Over. Eagle Houston, we're through with the computer. You can go back to block. Over.
Roger, back to block and DOI 101 36 1407 minus 00758 plus all zeros plus 00098 00572 plus 00085 00764 030 000 293 minus 00759er plus all zeros plus 00090 NA. Over.
That was a good readback, Buzz. So go ahead. Over.
Okay, PDI pad 102 33 0436 0950 minus 00021 182 287 000 plus 56 919er. PDI less than 10. 105 12 3000. PDI board greater than 10. 103 40 0000. 107 11 3000. LPDI plus 12 aboard. 102 44 2700. Plus 01 223. Minus all zeros. Plus 01 889er. 01 520. Plus 00110. 02 250. 046. 000 190. Plus 01 187. Plus 0000. 0. Plus 01 911. 103 31 0700. 105 12 3000. Over.
Roger, good read back, Buzz, out.
Okay, see you. Houston Eagle, are you copying the really large numbers for range and range rate in Verb 83? And did you just give us a state vector that changed one of the two vehicles over?
Roger, Eagle, we gave you a LIM state vector. We have not changed the CSM state vector, however, over.
Okay, that explains the difference.
Columbia, Houston on my mark, 930 to ignition. Mark, 930. Eagle, Houston, would you have Columbia go to the high gain, yaw 0, pitch, -20, over?
You want him to go to high gain yaw 0, taking the numbers.
Right, Neil. Yaw 0, pitch minus 20, high gain angles, over.
Okay, yaw 0, pitch minus 20 on the high gain.
That's affirmative. We've lost all data with him.
Columbia. He says he'll do that as soon as he gets around there.
Roger.
Okay, Neil, I'm all set for the step there, and we're looking good on our plate. Okay.
Columbia, Houston, how do you read?
Columbia, read you loud and clear, Houston, help me.
Roger, Mike, 5 by on my mark, 7 minutes till ignition. Mark, 7 minutes.
I agree. Everything's looking real good.
This is Apollo Control. We're now 6 minutes, 8 seconds from ignition. And
Houston, you're looking good for separation. You're a go for separation, Columbia, over.
Columbia, understand. We're really stabilized, Neil. I haven't fired a thruster in 5 minutes. Gonna make a small trim maneuver.
Mike, what's going to be your pitch angle at SIP?
007 degrees.
Okay.
that close enough for you, or you want to do a couple decimal points?
No, that's good.
Like you got a fine looking flying machine there, Eagle, despite the fact you're upside down.
Somebody's upside down.
Here you go, 1 minute till take. You guys take care.
See you later.
Resting. Houston, Columbia, my disk is reading 4.9 in X, or 5.0 make it, and EMS 105.4, over.
Roger, copy, Columbia. Looks good to us, over.
Okay.
Columbia, Houston, we'd like you to terminate average G, over.
Roger, info.
The next mission we will commemorate is Gemini 8, which was launched on March 16, 1966. As described in the second episode of this series, this mission was preceded by the launch of a docking target, and astronauts Neil Armstrong and Dave Scott, both on their first mission, docked with that target. This was the first successful docking between two vehicles in space, without which the Apollo crew would only be able to transfer between vehicles by a spacewalk. That would be impossible for this mission model, with the service propulsion system responsible for making orbit around the moon for both the CSM and the LEM. However, the Soviets did plan to use a spacewalk to get from their spacecraft to the lander, using a completely different stage to make orbit around the moon. Soon after the docking though, Gemini 8 and its Agena target vehicle start to tumble. Armstrong undocked to see if the Agena was the problem, but the issue turned out to be the Gemini spacecraft. With the tumbling getting close to the rate where it caused the astronauts to pass out, Armstrong deactivated the normal maneuvering system and turned on the re-entry control system, which was able to stop the rotation. There will be 2 brief audio clips before the cinematic for this mission begins.
This is Apollo Control. That separation maneuver was performed as scheduled, giving the command module a delta V of about 2.5 feet per second, which should give a separation to the 2 vehicles of about 1,100 feet at the beginning of the descent orbit insertion maneuver.
You got right down US 1, Mike. Eagle Columbia, at your convenience, I'd like to switch over to VHF ranging mode.
Roger, let's go to VHF ranging now.
Okay, Marcus. Eagle Columbia. I'm reading you loud and scratchy. Neil's not coming through too well in his box. Could you stay quiet for 15 seconds while I get this locked on? Okay. I got a solid lock on. I have you 0.27 miles.
Eagle Houston, we got a state vector for you. We'd like Pooh and data, over. You have it. Thank you, sir. Columbia Houston, we have a CSM rescue pad if you're ready to copy, over.
Ready to copy.
Roger, Mike. Phasing TIG 103 40 00 00. TPI for PDI less than 10 105 12 30 00. TPI for PDI greater than 10 107 11 3000, over.
Roger. Ticks follow. Phasing 10340. PDI less than 10, 105, 12, 30. More than 10, 107, 11, 30, over.
Good read back out. Eagle Houston, when you're ready to copy, I have a lunar surface data pad for you, over.
Roger, stand by.
We got the load in, Eagle. You can go back, update a link off, over.
Roger.
Columbia Houston, at your convenience, we'd like Pooh and accept. We have a couple of state vectors for you, over.
Tag on to boo and accept, and I just got some unexplained roll thruster activity. I might have bumped the hand controller.
Roger. We'll look at it out.
Look at those systems.
And Eagle is ready to copy lunar surface data card.
Raj, Buzz. Starting with the T2. T2 TIG 102 54 29er 00 103 51 56 00 106 37 35 00 109er 10 00 00. In the remarks, T2 occurs at PDI plus 21 26. T3 time, correction, T3. T3 TIG 104 39er 4100 001 58 1500 001 58 5400 911 105 36 2300 107 11 3000. Ready for your read back, over.
Roger, T2 102 54 2900 103 51 5600 106 37 3500 109 10 0000. T2 is PDI plus 21 26. T3 104 39er 4100 001 58 1500 001 58 5400 105 36 2300 107 11 3000. Over.
Raj, good read back, Eagle, out.
Put your tracking light on, please.
It's on, Mike.
Thank you.
Columbia, Houston, we got the load in. You can go back to block, over.
Is that for Columbia?
That's affirmative, Columbia.
Okay, thank you, Houston.
Mike, you want to give us a mark when you're right at 7 miles? 7/10 of a mile?
Will do.
Okay, we just got 7/10 on the radar.
Mark, yeah, I'm oscillating between 6'9" and 7'10".
Very good. We got 4,200 on the tape meter.
I'm steady on 7-0 now. Yeah, I read you. You're sort of scratchy, but I read you. Houston Apollo or Houston Columbia, over.
Roger, go Columbia, over.
Roger, I still need a DOI P76 pad and a PDI 1 plus 12 P76 pad sometime at your convenience.
Roger, stand by. Columbia, Houston, DOI P76 pad, if you're ready, copy, over.
Ready to copy.
Roger, Mike, 984 minus 00758 plus all zeros plus 00098. Noun 33 101 361400 and stand by for the PDI plus 12.
Roger.
Columbia, Houston with the PDI plus 12, now 84 if you're ready to copy.
Ready to copy.
Roger, noun 84 plus 01223 minus all zeros plus 01889er. Noun 33 102 442700. PDI plus 12 burn time is 046. Burn time for DOI is 030. Ready for your read back, over.
Roger, DOI P76 84 is minus 00758. All balls plus 00098 at 101 36 1400. Plus 01223 minus all balls plus 01889er 102 44 2700. Burn time 46 and 30 seconds.
Roger, one error, Columbia, on the TIG for DOI. Seconds was 1407, over.
Right, 1407.
Roger. Columbia, Houston, we'd like you to turn off your rotational control power, direct number 2 off, over.
It's off, thank you.
The next historical mission I'll feature is a bit out of chronological order. Saturn SA-6 launched on May 29, 1964, and it featured the American rocket that finally surpassed the Soviet R-7 line, the Saturn I. The Soviet Union would eventually develop the Proton rocket, which was roughly equivalent to the Saturn I. In this launch, the Saturn I carried a boilerplate Apollo spacecraft, basically a mass simulator. But when eventually upgraded to Saturn 1B, it would carry the operational Apollo spacecraft for testing in low Earth orbit. So this mission was among the first orbital tests for Project Apollo, and launched 5 years before Apollo 11.
Columbia, Houston, on those P-76s, friendly reminder from your FIDO, add half the burn time to the TIG, over.
Finally, as we get ever closer to Apollo 11's landing, we get to talk about the first spacecraft to make a soft landing on the moon, Luna 9. Launched on January 31, 1966, it was a culmination of 6 years of development spearheaded by Sergei Korolev, the Soviet chief designer. Korolev had convinced officials to give the project the go-ahead in 1959, but the R-7 rocket variant in service at the time couldn't deliver enough mass to the moon for a soft landing. That problem was solved by 1963 with the Molniya rocket, a variant of the R-7 with highly efficient kerosene and oxygen upper stages. Attempts to send a lunar lander began in that year, but the rocket had 6 launch failures and the spacecraft had 5 failures, a string of 11 failures from 1963 through 1965 for the E6 series of probe of which Luna 9 was a part. Since the first in the line was not launched, Luna 9 was actually the 13th E6 probe built. It was a testament to persistence, and it was the first success of the lunar program since Luna 3 in 1959. Tragically, Sergei Korolev died on January 14th, a mere 2.5 weeks before the launch of Luna 9 and 3 weeks before its long-awaited success. Luna 9 used an ingenious method to land its 99-kilogram scientific payload onto the moon. Descent began with a high-thrust main engine supplemented by 4 vernier thrusters for steering. The main engine was shut down 250 meters from the surface, and the verniers continued to control the craft. Ground sensor wires detected when the craft was 5 meters from the surface, less than a second before impact, and shut down the engine while ejecting the capsule safely away from the lander stage. Airbags around the capsule were inflated to cushion its impact. Once the probe detected that it had settled down, the airbags deflated and the egg-shaped probe opened self-righting pedals and began taking in the scenery. The success confirmed that it was possible to land safely on the moon and alleviated some concern about the possibility of sinking in the fine dust on the surface, paving the way for the entire lunar project that followed.
This is Apollo Control. We're coming up on 15 minutes now until loss of signal with the lunar module. Flight Director Gene Kranz has just advised his flight controllers to review all of their data, take a good close look at the spacecraft in preparation for a go, no-go decision on the descent orbit insertion.
Houston, you reading Eagle now on AF Omni?
That's affirmative, Eagle, reading you 5 by. Columbia, Houston, we'll have LOS at 10128, AOS for you, 10215, over.
Thanks.
Eagle, Houston, it appeared to us when you're doing the P-52 maneuvering, the S-band high gain went into the stop. Verify that both S-band breakers are in, over.
Roger, I think I caught it to 90-0 before it went there. The one on this side's in, and I'll check the other later.
Okay, thank you, Buzz. Eagle, Houston, you're a go for DOI, over.
Roger, go for DOI. Do you have LOS and AOS time?
Roger for you, LOS 10128, AOS 10216, over.
Roger, copy.
And Buzz, S-band steerable update for you on the angles at AOS 219er and yaw 30, over.
Roger, that's in the flight plan. Thank you.
Columbia, how all is systems looking?
Say again, over.
Just wanted to get a systems check from you sometime prior to LOS.
Roger.
Our torquing angles, now 93 on 4 zeros and a 3 are minus 00292 plus 00289 minus 00094.
Roger, copy, stand by. Roger, Eagle, you can torque it, over.
Roger, torque.
Columbia, Houston, your systems are looking good. Going over the hill, about 7 minutes to LOS.
Okay, thank you.
Eagle, Houston, place the biomed to Commander, over.
Roger, you got him.
Thank you, sir. Eagle, Houston, we've lost the high bit rate. Would you please select low bit rate, over?
You got it.
And Eagle, on my mark, we'll have 12 minutes till ignition, over.
Roger.
Eagle, Houston, stand by for my mark. Mark, 12 minutes till ignition.
We copy.
Columbia, Eagle, Houston, 3 minutes, LOS, both looking good, going over the hill.
Columbia, roger.
Eagle, roger.
This is Apollo Control. We've had loss of signal now. The spacecraft Eagle has been given a go for descent orbit insertion. That maneuver to occur in 7 minutes 40 seconds. Out of contact, out of radio contact. The DOI maneuver scheduled to come at 101 hours, 36 minutes, 14 seconds. It will be a 76.4 foot per second burn. The burn duration, 29.8 seconds. And the resulting orbit for the LEM will be 57.2 by 8.5 nautical miles. When next we acquire the lunar module, it should be at an altitude of about 18 nautical miles on its way down to the low point of about 50,000 feet from where the powered descent to the lunar surface will begin. As the spacecraft went around the corner, all systems on both vehicles looked very good. Everything is go here in mission control and aboard the spacecraft for the descent orbit insertion to occur in 6 minutes 38 seconds. This is Apollo Control Houston at 101 hours 29 minutes.
Columbia Eagle, how do you read? Very good. If you are ready, hit the mark and we'll go to B data. Over. What are you hiding? 53.
Okay, let's switch to B data now. There you go, Columbia. Go ahead.
We have a little over 5 minutes until the descent orbit insertion burn, and it's finally time to mention the first probe to make orbit around the moon. So far, all the pre-Apollo 11 missions featured that went to the moon either impacted or landed directly without making orbit, mainly to simplify the landing computation. Luna 10 was the first to make orbit, launching on March 31st, 1966, and was therefore the first to be affected by the moon's mass concentrations. You see, the moon's mass is not evenly distributed, and that's only evident when something is in orbit around the moon. Its orbit gets messed up by the unevenness, and Luna 10's orbit was the first to be brought down by these mass concentrations far faster than expected. This was among the reasons Apollo 11 didn't get into a perfectly circular orbit, and eventually controllers had to use a workaround to get Apollo 12 to land at a precise location. It also means that it's very hard to make a stable station in a low orbit around the moon.
This is Apollo Control at 101 hours 35 minutes. We're now less than 1 minute from the scheduled time for the descent orbit insertion maneuver to be performed by the lunar module on the back side of the moon, where of course we don't have radio contact with the spacecraft. In mission control here, where normally maneuvers of that sort would be monitored on plot boards in front, we have the board set up, but therefore the powered descent to occur about 1/2 rev from now over landing site 1. Flight controllers standing around in little groups. Not much that we can do at this point until reacquiring the spacecraft. We're now 20 minutes, or 20 seconds rather, from ignition on the descent orbit insertion. That will be a 29.8 second burn of the 9,800 pound thrust descent propulsion system. We should be burning at this time. The result of this maneuver will be to put the spacecraft into an orbit 57.2 by 8.5 nautical miles. It would remain in that orbit until powered descent. We should have cutoff by this time. That should have completed the descent orbit insertion maneuver. And we would expect to reacquire the command module first. Command module acquisition time is 102 hours, 14 minutes, 38 seconds. That will be just about 2 minutes prior to the time that we will reacquire the lunar module. LEM acquisition time is 102 hours, 16 minutes, 25 seconds. That is about 37 minutes, 20 seconds from now on the CSM, and about a little less than 2 minutes longer than that for the LEM. At 101 hours, 37 minutes, this is Apollo Control, Houston. How's it going?
Jesus, Mike, the burn's complete, was on time, residuals are nulled, and X3.
With the lunar module Eagle on its descent path now, I've got one last tribute video for you, and this is of Surveyor 1, the first in a series of 7 American lunar landers, 5 of which were successful. It launched on May 30th, 1966, and it, as well as the other landers in the series, gave the United States the data it needed to plan a crewed lunar landing. Beyond this point, I'm not going to talk anymore until the very end of the video, so you can enjoy the landing process without my interruptions.
Eagle, copy.
Go ahead.
Roger, I'm ready to go back to VHF ranging configuration if you are.
Roger, let's go now to VHF ranging. We got 7.6. You're showing up on 8 minutes, so let's try just 8 minutes. No, no, 8 minutes, right? 6, 7 feet per second. How are you going to get that? Can't beat that. Okay, through that. Yep. And we can hold on to the motor car for him. Pull the breakers. Yeah. Got 'em both? Huh? Got 'em both? Fine, huh? Good, it's reserved. Gonna load the DDI plus 12, eh? Right. Okay. I'm gonna start pitching down to 125. No DDI plus 12. Sounds good. Okay, the camera is set. And we'll be ready to do the P-52. Not gonna be much of a trip check. Torque them late enough to ensure that takes the drip check. Sure feel like we're going the wrong way. You know, how much more you got to go? Got a whole half a moon to go, I guess.
Coming down already. Okay, it's got its 152, this is 151. 10.3 versus 11. Believe all the burn is okay. I did it. Right about our attitude. You like to roll over? Yeah, I guess I might as well do that. Where's your watch? Good stop watch? Good. Okay. And the front folder's on there. Front folder's on. And one thing I'd appreciate if you could see if you could find the what? The map. Yeah, which one do you want? I've got piece this thing. Got it? Where do you want it? Ready, that's up, ready to go. There it is. When do we have to get these? Yeah, come on. Maybe by bringing KSM trash in here. Yeah, stuff I had left over in my pocket.
This is Apollo Control at 101 hours, 54 minutes. We're now about 20 minutes, 45 seconds from reacquiring the command module on the 14th revolution. The time until the ignition for the powered descent is 38 minutes, 55 seconds. Here in Mission Control, people still standing and waiting. I believe back in the viewing room, we probably have one of the largest assemblages of space officials that we've ever seen in one place. Included among the viewers are Dr. Thomas Paine, NASA Administrator, Jim Elms, Director of the Electronics Research Center at Cambridge, Dr. Abe Silverstein, Director of NASA's Lewis Research Center, Rocco Petrone, Director of Launch Operations at Kennedy Space Center is there. From Marshall Space Flight Center, we have Dr. Werner von Braun, the Director, and his Deputy, Dr. Eberhard Rees. Also a large number of astronauts, including Tom Stafford, Eugene Cernan, Jim McDivitt, and John Glenn. We also see Dr. Kurt Davis, Director of the Kennedy Space Center, and Dr. Edgar Courtwright, Director of the Langley Research Center, Dr. Stark Draper, Director of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology Instrumentation Laboratory, is also in the viewing room. Here in the control room proper, down on the floor, a number of astronauts, including Pete Conrad, Fred Hayes, Jim Lovell, Bill Anders, and Donald K. Slayton, Director of Flight Crew Operations at the Manned Spacecraft Center. Sitting beside us, in the back row of consoles here, is Dr. Robert Gilruth, Director of the Manned Spacecraft Center. Farther down along the lines, General Sam Phillips, Director of the Apollo program. Also, Chris Kraft is here, Director of Flight Operations at the Manned Spacecraft Center, and George Lowe, the Apollo Spacecraft Program Manager. We also see in the back viewing room Secretary of the Air Force, Siemens, and many others who I'm sure we can't see through the glass. We're now 18 minutes, 10 seconds until reacquisition of the spacecraft. Ignition for the powered descent to the lunar surface is 36 minutes, 30 seconds away. At 101 hours, 57 minutes, this is Apollo Control, Houston.
How you doing? You gonna be about ready to mark? Yeah. Well, how about you remember the number that I read to you? So now it's write it down. All right, just a little. I'm about ready to mark. Go ahead. Thought I was. Give me 10 seconds. Ready? Getting close. Good. Ready? Yep. Marking. 124.19. And it should have been 124.00. Another one? Yep. Tell me when. Target. Okay, 124.17, key release, proceed. Should have been 2401. One more, get closer. Ready whenever you are. Stand back. Have the roll. Okay. Target. Gain 13. Key release. Proceed. 413. 692. It should have been. Closer yet. Okay, Mike, we passed the start check. On the front. Very good. Okay. Hang in there. All right, let's go to pitch to 180 to 85 and 0. And the fish is still listening. If it just won't stay, play. Well, where do we lose that defense days, man? I better take some tape and pull that down. How about if you get the bottom in there? Get the bottom underneath this cover. That help? Yeah, I still don't. I've had it in there real good a couple times. Your hoses are tearing hell out of my board. Sorry? You got inverter 1 circuit breaker in, right? Checked in. Okay, we're going to check inverter 1. Inverter 2 is good. And inverter 1 is good, and we're on inverter 1. Two buses look good. Okay, get your AELD circuit breaker in and abort stage circuit breaker in. AELD is in. Abort stage is in. Cycle receiving. We lost one. Yep. This cotton picker may be trouble. Well, we got to talk about that. I don't know when it went out, because we didn't get any light that I saw, did you? I think it's just a switch. Thinking if it's like, it doesn't trigger a light. Well, we're in fault, and we're not commanding any firing. I don't know, that could have come under DOI, but I had it. I just think that's one of those sticky flags. All right, let's see. Engine stop button is reset. stop button is not. But it is going to be now. Right. Window bars, throttle controlled auto. Okay. Throttle controlled auto. Alright, PPCA. Throttle minimum. Enable. Enable. Throttle. And minimum. Go ahead, 35 minutes. We'll get the bed speed done. And that's a long time, right? No. Stop. Oh, it is on CDI? It's, hold on 1 second. Alright, right here. 132. Okay. Yeah, it's about a second off. If it's, fast, I'll stop it. If it is, I forget it. You want this one over there? I need this out. Start at 46 minutes. Want this one? Yeah. I don't think it's helpful, but I'll stick it here and pull it out if I need it. Let's see, we haven't got 320 going yet, have we? Nope. Let's do that. Let's get the rendezvous radar circuit breaker in. There. Like, look at the dips. What do you hear? Like all buttons. Look at that. Oh, that must have been reading. Okay, acid tank pressure, temperature's up changed, I don't know. That's good. Look at all that RCS we got. That's more than we've ever had in the simulator, and yeah. Got your camera rigged, the other circuit breaker. Camera's all set to go. Hope the others don't fall out. Got them both in? Yep. Well, let's hope he's in mode 2. Okay, I'm going to get the acid back from it. Battery 5 on. Good. Battery 6 on. Looks good. Yep, we've lost it. Oh, did it go to mode 2? That's what I wanted to do. Nope. I can't tell. watch this. That's it? Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. And auto track? That's it. Where the light goes up. Does anybody want to, well, I didn't know it would do that. You don't hear that, huh? You hear it too, huh? It's like wind whipping around the trees. Okay, auto track. Okay, we ready to go to P63? Yep. Need to compare a dig time. 9:50. Right? See that big number there? That's a big autoplane. I don't know which way it is. Wait, minus. Yeah, but they were expecting it. Okay,
This is Apollo controlled at 102 hours, 12 minutes into the flight of Apollo 11. We're now 2 minutes 53 seconds from reacquiring the spacecraft, 21 minutes 23 seconds from the beginning of the powered descent to the lunar surface. It's grown quite quiet here in Mission Control. A few moments ago, Flight Director Gene Kranz
Remember that one?
requested that everyone sit down, get prepared for events that are coming, and closed with a remark, "Good luck to all of you." Here in the on the front of our display boards, we have a number of big plot boards which will be used to keep track of the burn progress. Among the more important of those is one which will show the performance of the onboard guidance systems, both the primary and the backup guidance system, and compare the guidance systems with the manned spaceflight network tracking. Now, these displays, by the time this is all over, will look a good deal like a combination Christmas tree 4th of July.
Status report, DOI.
We're now 1 minute 39 seconds from reacquiring the command module, Columbia. Acquisition of the lunar module will come a little less than 2 minutes after that. At the time we acquire the LEM, it should be at an altitude of about 18 nautical miles, descending toward the 50,000-foot pericynthion, from which point the powered descent to the lunar surface will be initiated.
Okay, I'm going to get...
If for any reason the crew does not like the way things look as they're coming across the pericynthion, simply by not initiating the maneuver, they will remain in a safe orbit, 60 miles by 50,000 feet. And if they desired, they would be able to attempt the powered descent on a following revolution at a ground elapsed time of about 104 hours, 26 minutes. We are now coming up on 30 seconds to acquisition of the command module. We'll stand by for that event. Notice as we have acquisition of signal from the command module.
Columbia, Houston, we're standing by, over. Columbia, Houston, over.
Houston, Columbia, reading you loud and clear. How many?
Roger, bye, Mike. How did it go, over?
Listen, babe, everything's going just swimmingly. Beautiful.
Great. We're standing by for Eagle.
Okay, he's coming along.
We copy, out. And Columbia, Houston, we expect to lose your high gain sometime during the power descent, over.
Columbia, roger. You don't much care, do you?
No, sir.
We have acquisition of signal from the LEM.
Houston, Eagle, how do you read?
Bye, Eagle. We're standing by for your burn report, over.
Roger, the burn was on time. The residuals before nulling, minus 0.1, minus 0.4, minus 0.1. X and Z null to 0. Nulling.
We're attempting to restore antenna lock through the big 210-foot dish at Goldstone. We'll stand by.
Columbia, Houston, we've lost all data with Eagle. Please have him reacquire on a high gain, over.
Eagle, Columbia, Houston would like you to reacquire on the high gain. They've lost data with you. Eagle, did you copy, Columbia?
Eagle, Houston, did you call?
Eagle, Houston, or Houston, Eagle, how do you read now?
Roger, bye, Neil. We copied up to the AGS residuals. Would you please repeat the AGS residuals in the trim correction to sun check, over?
Roger, AGS residuals, minus 0.1, minus 0.2, minus 0.7. And we used the pings, noun 86 for delta VZ, which was 9.5, versus yours, which is 9.1, and I believe that may explain the difference. Apogee 57.2, Paraloon 9.1, Sun check the 3 marks, noun 20 minus noun 22, plus 0.19, plus 0.16, plus 0.11. Over.
Right, copy. Looks great.
Guidance says we're go. Now 12 minutes 54 seconds to ignition. Gene Kranz just advised his flight controllers we're off to a good start. Play it cool. "12 minutes now until ignition for powered descent. Everything's still looking very good at this point. We presently show the LEM at an altitude of 12.9 nautical miles and descending.
False Eagle again, have him try the high gain. Over.
Eagle, this is Bobby. Houston lost you again. They're requesting another try at the high gain.
Eagle, Houston, we have you now. Do you read? Over.
Loud and clear.
Roger, we see your vert 47.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem was there. It just started oscillating around in yaw. According to the needle, we're picking up a little oscillation right now, as a matter of fact.
Roger, we'll work on it.
Aldrin is referring to the LEM steerable antenna that comment about the oscillations.
Horizon check was right on time.
Roger.
Did you copy the the sun check, Charlie?
That's affirmative. We did, Buzz. Out.
Eagle is now at 10.7 nautical miles, 7 minutes 37 seconds from ignition.
Eagle, Houston, the AGS initialization looked good to us, over.
Roger. Our radar checks indicate 50,000 foot parallel. Our visual altitude checks are steadying it out at about 53,000.
Roger, copy.
And Houston, we got a 500 alarm early in the program. Went to descent 1, proceeded on it, and we're back at auto again. Over.
Roger, we saw that, Buzz. Thank you much, Al.
I say again, okay, that wasn't an alarm, that was a code, okay.
Roger, we saw that. Eagle, Houston, we recommend you yaw 10 right will help us on the high gain signal strength, over.
Coming up on 5 minutes to ignition, Gene Kranz getting a go, no-go for descent.
Eagle, Houston, if you read your go for power descent, over.
Eagle to Columbia, they just gave you a go for power descent.
Columbia, Houston, we've lost him on the high gain again. Would you please, we recommend he yaw right 10 degrees and reacquire.
Eagle, this is Columbia, your go for PDI, and they recommend you yaw right 10 degrees and try the high gain again. Eagle, you read Columbia?
Right, we read you.
Okay.
Eagle, Houston, we read you now. You're a go for PDI, over.
Roger, understand. Stabilization control circuit breakers. Take your gimbal AC closed. Take your gimbal AC closed. Circuit breakers. And override off. Gimbal enable. State scale 25.
Eagle, Houston, your alignment is go on the AGS. On my mark, 3:30 till ignition.
Roger.
Mark, 3:30 till ignition.
Roger, copy. Hot translation 4 jets. Balance couple on. Okay, throttle minimum. Throttle auto, CDR. Stop button reset. Stop button. Set. Abort stage reset. At control, 3 up in the mode control. Okay, mode control is set. Tags is reading 400 plus 1. Standing by for arm.
Buzz Aldrin reading off the checklist there to Neil Armstrong.
Verb 77. Verb 77 and verb 62. Okay, sequence camera going on.
Eagle Houston, if you'd like to try high gain, pitch 212, yaw 37, over.
Roger, I think I've got you on high gain now. Okay,
Roger.
you have anything left here?
Coming up on 1 minute to ignition.
They get any angles on? I'll set them in to use them before we yell around.
Right, pitch 212, yaw plus 37.
Copy. Okay, what else is left to do here? On defense. I could. Your camera running? Camera?
Current altitude about 46,000 feet, continuing to descend.
Okay, the override at 5 seconds. Descent on. Lights on. Ready for proceed. Proceed. 1, 0. Ignition 10%. Okay, we're reading your relay to it, Mike. Thank you, Neil. I'll leave it blue. Relay to it. See if they got me now. I got good signal strength in blue.
Okay, you should have me now, Houston.
Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over.
Okay, that looks good.
Eagle Houston, everything's looking good here, over.
Roger, copy.
Eagle Houston, after yaw around, angle, S-band pitch, -9er, yaw, +18.
Copy. Flags and things agree very closely.
Roger.
Bait on. Altitude's a little high. Okay, we want to turn.
2 minutes, 20 seconds, everything looking good. We show altitude about 47,000 feet.
Get rid of this radar? Yeah. Just flew? Houston, I'm getting a little fluctuation in the AZ voltage now.
Roger.
Just the meter maybe, huh?
Stand by. It's looking good to us. You're still looking good at coming up 3 minutes.
Okay, we went by the 3-minute point early. A little long. 80 feet, looks real good. Hold it. Spot on. Our position check downrange shows us to be a little off.
Roger, copy.
Ag is showing about 2 feet per second greater rate of descent. Show us to be about standby. Maybe up right. Altitude rate looks great down the groove. Roger, about 3 seconds long. Rolling over. Okay, now watch that signal stream. Oh, I think it's going to stop. Well, I'll tell you. Much harder to do than it was.
Eagle Houston, you're a go to continue
at 4 minutes.
Roger, you're a go to continue power descent. You're a go to continue power descent.
Roger.
Altitude 40,000.
And Eagle Houston, we got data dropouts. You're still looking good.
How do you look over there? Okay. Okay, we got good lock on. We got a lock on? Yeah. Altitude lights out. Okay. LH is minus 2,900.
Roger, we copy.
At the earth, right out our front window. Houston, you're looking at our Delta H.
That's affirmative.
Program alarm.
Looking good to us, over.
1202. 1202.
Good radar data. Altitude now 33,500 feet.
Control break. Give us a reading on the 1202 program alarm.
Roger, we got you. We're going at alarm.
Roger, 330.
6 plus 25, throttle down.
About
6 plus 25,
820.
throttle down.
Roger, copy. 6 plus 25.
We're still go. Altitude 27,000 feet.
Same alarm, and it appears to come up when we have a 1668 up.
Roger, copy.
Are we, was it coming down?
Eagle Houston, we'll monitor
Yeah,
your
it's
Delta
coming down
H.
beautifully.
Delta H
It looks good now.
Roger, Delta H is looking good to us.
on time. I feel it in here when it throttles down. Better in the simulator.
Right.
Tags and things look real close. Okay.
Altitude now 21,000 feet, still looking very good. Velocity down now to 1,200 feet per
You're
second.
looking great to us, Eagle.
Okay, I'm still on flu, so we may tend to lose as we gradually pitch over. Let me try auto again now, see what happens.
Roger.
Okay, looks like it's holding.
Roger, we got good data.
Okay. 7:30 coming up.
7 minutes, 30 seconds into the burn. Altitude 16,300 feet.
And I have the window.
Eagle Houston, it's descent to fuel to monitor, over.
You out the window. Going to 2.
Altitude 13,005. Velocity 9,100 feet per second.
Estimated switchover time, please, dude.
Roger, stand by. You're looking great at 8 minutes.
Correction on that velocity, now reading 760 feet per second.
The P-64.
Good. Roger.
Fido says we're go, altitude 9,200 feet.
8:30, you're looking great.
Descent rate 129 feet per second.
We copy.
Okay, 5,100 feet per second.
Eagle, you're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes.
I'm going to check my attitude control.
We're now in the approach phase, everything looking good. Altitude 5,200 feet.
Attitude control is good. Manual attitude control is good.
Roger, copy.
Altitude 4,200.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
3,070. Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Alarm. 1201. 1201.
Roger, 1201 alarm.
Okay, 2,000.
We're go. Same type. We're go.
2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Into the ag. 47 degrees.
Roger.
47 degrees. 47. That's not a bad looking area.
Eagle looking great. You're go.
Altitude 1,600. 1,400 feet, still looking very good.
30 is good. What's LPG?
Roger, 1202. We copy it.
35 degrees. 35 degrees. 750. Coming down to 23. Okay. 700 feet, 21 down. 33 degrees. Pretty rocky area. 600 feet down to 19. 540 feet down to 30. Down to 15. Okay, 400 feet down at 9. 58 forward. 350 feet down at 4. 30, 3.5 down. Your tags on signal velocity. 300 feet down, 3.5. 47 forward. Hold on. Down 1.5 down. 70. Okay, it looks like a good area here. I got this shadow out there. 250 down at 2.5. 19 forward. Altitude, velocity light. 3.5 down. 220 feet. 13 forward. 11 forward, coming down nicely. 200 feet. 4.5 down. 5.5 down. We gotta get started over here. 160 feet, 6.5 down. 5.5 down. 9 forward. Looks good. 120 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward. 5%. 185. 75 feet. That's looking good, down a half. 6 forward.
60 seconds.
Lights on. 6. Down 2.5. Forward. Forward. 40 feet down 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Very shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward, drifting to the right a little. 6 feet, 9.5.
30 seconds.
Forward. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. ATA at a descent. Auto descent. Host control both auto descent, engine command override off. Engine arm off. Port 13 is in. Engine arm is off.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Houston, Tranquility base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're looking good here.
Let's go on. Okay, we're going to be busy for a minute. After I'm on, take care of the descent. After I'm coming on. I'll get the buster back. Okay. Very smooth touchdown. I didn't hear that sound going. Perfect. Hey, it looks like we're bending the oxidizer now.
Roger, Eagle, and you are stay for T1. Over. Eagle, you are stay for T1.
Roger.
And we
Sam, stay for T1.
Roger, and we see you venting the ox.
Roger. Radar circuit breaker. Copy, noun 60, noun 43, over.
Roger, we have it.
Houston, I read Columbia on the high gain.
Roger, we rigged you 5 by Columbia. He has landed Tranquility base. Eagle is at Tranquility, over.
Yeah, I heard the whole thing.
Well, good show.
Fantastic.
Stop reset. The next major stay, no stay, will be for the T2 event. That is at 21 minutes, 26 seconds after initiation of powered descent.
Columbia went up telemetry command reset to reacquire on the high gain.
Copy out.
We have an unofficial time for that touchdown of 102 hours, 45 minutes, 42 seconds, and we will update that.
Eagle Houston, you loaded R2 wrong. We want 10254. Roger. Yep.
Be horizontal 5515.2.
That's affirmative.
We're now less than 4 minutes from our next stay, no stay. The next stay will be for one complete revolution of the command module.
Like, Ags to ping the line, over.
Say again?
Like an Ags to ping the line, over.
Roger, we're standing by for it.
One of the first things that Armstrong and Aldrin will do after getting their next stay, no stay, will be to remove their helmet and gloves.
Helmet quantity, Armstrong.
Eagle Houston, you're stay for T2, over. Correction, you're...
I just stay for T2, we thank you.
Roger, sir.
That stay for another 2 minutes plus. The next stay, no stay, will be for one revolution. We don't expect much in the way of a visual description of the landing area from the crew until after we've gotten through these critical stay, no stay periods and have gotten the stay to remain on the lunar surface for at least one command and service module revolution. All spacecraft systems continue to look very good to us here on the ground.
Tranquility Base, Houston, we recommend you exit P12, over.
Hey, Houston, that may have seemed like a very long final phase. The auto-targeting was taking us right into a football field-sized crater with a large number of big boulders and rocks for about 1 or 2 crater diameters around it. And it required us going in P-66 and flying manually over the rock field to find a reasonably good area.
Roger, we copy. It was beautiful from here. Tranquility, over.
Now we'll get to the details of what's around here, but it looks like a collection of just about every variety of shape, angularity, granularity, but every variety of rock you could find. The color is, well, it varies pretty much depending on how you're looking relative to the zero phase point. There doesn't appear to be too much of a general color at all. However, it looks as though some of the rocks and boulders, of which there are quite a few in the near area, looks as though they're going to have some interesting colors to them, over.
Roger, copy. Sounds good to us, Tranquility. We'll let you press on through the simulated countdown, and we'll talk to you later, over.
Roger.
Okay, this 16G is just like the airplane.
Roger, Tranquility. Be advised, there are lots of smiling faces in this room and all over the world, over.
Well, there are 2 of them up here.
Roger, it was a beautiful job, you guys.
And don't forget one in the command module.
Roger.
That last remark from Mike Collins at an altitude of 60 miles. The comments on the landing, on the manual takeover, came from Neil Armstrong. Buzz Aldrin followed that with a description of the lunar surface and the rocks and boulders that they are able to see out the window of the LEM.
Tranquility, Houston, we have you pitched up about 4.5 degrees, over.
That's confirmed by our local observations.
Roger.
Now, thanks for putting me on relay, Houston. I was missing all the action.
Roger, we'll enable misfin relay.
I just got it, I think.
Roger, Columbia, this is Houston. Say something. They ought to be able to hear you, over.
Roger, Tranquility Base. It sure sounded great from up here. You guys did a fantastic job.
Thank you. Just keep that orbiting base ready for us up there now.
They're talking.
Will do.
That request from Neil Armstrong. Here in Mission Control, Flight Director Gene Kranz is going around the room.
AOS 10327, AOS 10413, over.
Thank you.
So, with Eagle safely landed, Armstrong and Aldrin spent about 6 hours preparing for their walk on the surface of the moon, and we are currently approaching 103 hours into the mission, so I'll join you ahead of that EVA at 109 hours. The preparation time will take 2 videos. Thank you for watching the Rays Aerospace commemoration of the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11.